Hey everybody, Heather here from HeathersHobbieHaven, and today we're going to color our December card kit using Copic markers. And this month I have chosen this cute Tina Winkle girl. Her name is Sarah in the Snow with Kittie, and she is a polymer clear stamp. And I've already stamped her on my Nina 80-pound solar white cardstock, so let's get started. So today I'm going to shadow my image with B quadruple 0, and I'm going to do it with this color today because later after I colored the image I distressed the outside edges with my sponge dauber with Ranger tumbled glass so the whole sky would be blue. So I'm just going to go around my whole image with my B quadruple 0. That way I don't have to get so close when I do my distressing, so I can just fill in the outside. Okay, now let's color a face. So for that I'm going to start with E21. And so I'm just going to go down the side of her hair, and this is just to add some shadows. I've just got a few hairs that are wispy there, so I'm just going to go over those. On the bottom of her face. Under her nose she's going to have a shadow. And I'm going to give her a little bit of a nose definition. So right here on this side of her face, I'm just going to give it a little line like that so that when I color it in, she will have a shadow there for her nose. So next I'm going to go to E00. And I just feather and brush over the top of my E21. And just lightly pull a little bit of that color out here into the middle. Don't forget her nose. Okay, and then I'm going to grab E000 and I'm going to fill the whole thing in. And again, I brush over the colors I already laid down, and I just kind of flick my brush right over those and right up into filling this white space. And I'm okay that it still looks kind of white and blotchy because we're going to add some more color. So now I'm going to add some cheek color, so that's going to be R20. Give her a couple little cheeks. And then I'm going to feather the edges of R20 with R30. And with that I just kind of pat. I just give it a little tap, 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 tap right here along the edges. That just makes it blend out a little bit. And then I'm going to go over it with E00. And so again I would go over here and I'm just going to lightly brush, and I'll brush over my cheek. And I'm going to get down here by her chin. Same with this side. And then I'm going to add E000 over the top of that. And again, I'm going to brush from the side, so I'm going to brush all the way across her cheek, clear through these two colors I laid down. Brush down from the top. And get over to this side, I'm going to brush right over the top of her cheek. And down here on her chin, I'm going to brush up a little bit. Alright, for her hair, we're going to use, I'm going to start with E57. And so I'm going to start with my E57 and I'm going to put it right up here near the top of her hat where I want it to be the darkest. And down here underneath where her hair will curl up away from her neck. And I'm going to do each section at a time. So I'm going to do that one, and then I'm going to add E55, and I'll do right over the top of my E57 and brush it. I'm going to make this one come out underneath that cute little bang she has there, and then we'll add a little bit down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to add E53. And again, I brush right over those two colors that I already laid down. And then I'm going to add a little bit of E50. And it looks really blotchy now, but that's okay because we're going to go back over it. And let me zoom in just a little bit more. And see how blotchy it looks? So I'm going to start again with E57. And so I'll take my E57 and I'll lay it down up here at the top. And right down here by her neck. And then I'll grab E55. And again, I'm going to go over my 57s. I want to get rid of that little line that's right there. But I'm going to bring this one out underneath this cute little bang she's got there. And down here where we did her neck. Let's add a little bit underneath some of these curls. Okay, and then we're going to add E53. And then we're going to fill it in with E50. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And see how blotchy it still looks? But that's okay, because remember, we're going to start over and we're going to go with E57. Alright, for her scarf, we're going to use G24, G21, and G12. I'm going to start with G24. And I'm going to do where I want it to be the darkest, so I'm going to get right over here on the edge. I'm just going to barely brush it, and I'm going to get underneath of her chin, because her chin is going to cast a shadow. And I'm going to get where it wraps into the other side of her scarf. And then I'm going to get G21. I'm going to brush right over the edge of that G24. Soften my line, and then I'm going to fill it in with G12. And again, I'm going to brush right over G24 and G21 and add G12. Okay, so I'm going to start with R59, and I want my boots to be darkest on the outside, so on this side and on this side. So I'm going to lay down my R59 right here on the edge. Same with this one. And then I'm going to grab R39. And I'm going to brush over the top of my R59. I'm going to pull it out just a little bit with the R39. Same with this side. And then I'm going to go to R37. And again, I'm going to go over these last two colors and flick right over the top of them, but using up more of my space here. And I'm going to actually grab the bottom of the boot with this color and get this side. And then I'm going to finish it up with R35. Pretty good. And then for the soles of her boots, I used W6. I'm going to go in underneath of her sole where she's got that little spot underneath and add a couple more little dabs in there, and that'll darken that up a little bit.